YouTube. This is Jay. Welcome to Things to Do in Metro Atlanta Story Time with Jay. If you want to support the channel, cash at me at $JAYR3240. That's $JAYR3240. I also have an email address that I can give you and a Google Voice number that I can also give you. If you want to contact me, because I'm gonna be going into some good topics. Basically, my channel will focus on networking, technology, wellness and fitness, and travel. I've been networking a long time. I've been down here for about 10 years in the Metro Atlanta area, and I've learned a lot of things networking. I've learned a whole lot of things networking with people. I go out every day. I also work. I'm working in the wellness and fitness field. I have a background in the healthcare field. I've done a few things in healthcare, from education, medical assisting, and basically advising people, but as an educator. I started off as an educator. But the whole time I was networking. Everything I got in life came from networking. I started networking at 16 years of age. And everything I got in life came from networking, including my education. So again, basically my channel is going to focus on networking, technology, wellness and fitness, and travel. And as far as wellness and fitness is concerned, I know a lot about wellness and fitness, healthcare, as it pertains to healthcare and things like that. But I really prefer to focus on networking, because networking, as I said, everything I got came from networking. Again, my group is Things to Do in Metro Atlanta. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and now YouTube. So one of the things I want to focus on as far as YouTube is concerned is how YouTube helps small content creators get paid. YouTube is helping small creators. YouTube gives small creators a chance to express themselves. So I'm a content creator. I've been creating content for a while, and I decided to get on YouTube because I wanted to actually reach more people. And I wanted people to understand the importance of networking, the importance of technology, the importance of wellness and fitness, and travel. I know a lot of people like to travel. And, I've been traveling since I've been a teenager, since about the age of 14. Because I started traveling the United States to see my family. I have a family in various parts of the country. And so I basically started traveling, just to visit family members in other parts of the country. I grew up in New York City. And my family lived in Alabama, so I would travel from New York City to Alabama to visit my family. And so that was around the age of 14 I started traveling. And so I've been traveling for a long time now. So I can talk about travel. I'm also in the wellness and fitness industry, so I have a small business that I do in 81 countries around the world. And so traveling, networking, technology, and wellness and fitness. That's basically what I do. But travel plays a big part of it. So with that being said, I want to get into the networking. So I do a lot of networking functions here in Atlanta. And I'm going to tell you, I meet a variety of different kinds of people. And networking is a good thing, for people who are trying to like get extra income or I guess promote themselves or make people more aware about like what you do in terms of the work you may do. Like, let's say if you're a nurse and you do health screenings, like your organization or the industry or the your organization or the hospital you work in or the clinic, they may be doing a series of health screenings. You may want to network to let people know when and where you will be doing the health screenings. But I network on a whole lot of levels. A lot of the networking I do is social networking, just to kind of network, get out, have fun. My life is really about having fun, and working is just a part of it. But I always thought my life was about, or should be about, just enjoying life. And a lot of people are jealous of that too. Let me add that. A lot of people are jealous of you just trying to enjoy your life. You got so many people out there who just don't want you to enjoy your life, but you can't let that stop you. So anyway, my networking basically is about going to a variety of places, meeting a variety of people to see, who may be like-minded, who has something in common. And then you collaborate with these people. And a lot of times they can help you to promote your business, or they can help you start a new business. They can help you get funding for your business. I've gotten some things over the years just networking with people. I wouldn't be where I'm at today if it wasn't for networking. I cannot stress the importance of networking. And so I feel YouTube is going to help me to network more and to give me a chance to like broaden my horizons, allow more people to find out about what I do. As I said, I'm in wellness and fitness. My website is lifewave.com/Jay Baresi. That's JayBaresi. So that's lifewave.com/Jay Baresi. Check out my website. But basically, I'm really here to just network and have fun and talk about a lot of the fun things that I've done. So I've been all over the metro Atlanta area. I've been down here. This year will make 10 years, 2025. I decided to start my channel in 2025. I had been contemplating it for a while, and I decided to start my channel, my YouTube channel, in 2025. But I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok as Things to Do in Metro Atlanta, which, I repeated, but I'm going to repeat things here in the video because it just helps to make sure if, like, let's say you miss a certain part of the video and you tuned in or I paused the video, I could repeat these things in other parts of the video and you'll know. So basically, again, my channel is Things to Do in Metro Atlanta. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and now YouTube. And so basically, I like to focus on networking, technology, wellness, and fitness, and travel. So I'll flow into these 4 different things. So I was talking about travel. I started traveling young. I like to travel. I get to meet people. I like to travel using all forms of transportation. Me being from New York originally, we use buses, trains, Uber. Lyft, taxi cabs, just any means. Sometimes a bike, a car. We definitely use car, but we use bikes. We use some people rollerblade. I don't. I don't rollerblade. I did roller skate at one time, but I don't roller skate or rollerblade now. I generally will be in the car a lot of times, depending on what I'm doing. Sometimes on a bike, sometimes on a scooter. I have a scooter. And so I basically like to travel both locally, nationally, and internationally. I did a cruise last year, really 2023, because this year is just beginning. So 2023, it's like about a year ago, maybe 13 months, I guess. It was December. I did the cruise in December of 2023. And so December 2024 would be 12 months. So, yeah, 13 months ago, which is about a year ago, a little over a year ago. I usually travel at least once a year. I haven't traveled anywhere outside of the state in 2024, but I have traveled locally. I do a lot of networking in Midtown, Buckhead, Sandy Springs, Alpharetta sometimes, Roswell, all over really. Sometimes I'm on the south side. They have a variety of places on the south side, like breweries, and they hold networking events in the breweries in the West End area. And so I believe that's south, right? Southwest. So, yeah, Southwest. So I do a lot of networking all over the city. And as I say, I'm looking, basically my networking is designed to, it's basically for fun, but also for business too. So you can network for fun and business. And so a lot of times your networking can create opportunities for you, especially social networking on the internet. And so there are a variety of websites that you can go to as well to network on the internet, or platforms, different platforms, social media platforms, X, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. You can network on a variety of platforms. But I like to network in real life too. It gives me a chance to dress up a little bit. I like to dress, but mostly casual clothes. But, I like to wear different kinds of shoes, boots, sneakers, just different shoes that, are more comfortable when you got to move around. And so it gives you a chance to get out the house. You wear your nice clothes. If you got nice clothes, you wear your nice clothes. Networking in person can, as I said, create a variety of opportunities. And so that's basically what I like to do. So I have all kinds of locations that I go to. So sometimes I do real estate networking, like for real estate investors. Other times I do networking for game night. The game night networking is fun if you're into games. Like they'll have different kinds of board games, sometimes card games like Uno. I'm not much of a spades player, but I have played spades in the past. They have, a variety of games that you can play. Connect Four. I like Connect Four. It's simple. I prefer simple games, like when I go to game night. With game night, you meet a lot of people. There's a place called Hibben Hops that I like to go to. It's in the DeKalb County area. Sometimes I'll network at Panera Bread. The one I've been to a few. There's one down in the Decatur area. Sometimes I'll stop in there. But then there's one in the Stonecrest area. I network there. I have networked there with my company, LifeWave. And we do the stem cell activation patches for wellness and fitness. So I have networked in Panera Bread. I have networked in Panera Bread in the North Druid Hills area. I network at the Coda building in Midtown, CODA Coda. I also network in Midtown at the Georgia Tech. It's like ATDC. It's Georgia Tech. And in that Georgia Tech area, they hold networking functions to help you get funding. So let's say you have a technological kind of business that you do, or you're an inventor of some kind. They have a program down there where you go and you will pitch your business, and there are people sitting in the audience who can help you get funding. So there's a guy that comes around my house all the time with the car. This guy is funny. And he comes up and down the block revving the car. I don't know who this guy is. I don't want to know who this guy is. He's the only guy on the block that does this. People can be such a nuisance sometimes. I mean, and that's another thing I want to talk about in Atlanta a lot of times. Again, I say I network a lot, right? So I meet a lot of people. Some people, they shouldn't be at networking functions. They just shouldn't be there. A lot of times there are people who are there who are serious, who are trying to meet the right people to help them grow, to help them get funding, to help them get their business off the ground, to help them with their startups. I've been an entrepreneur most of my life, so I've had, a few businesses, in my life. I have one now. As I told you, it's lifewave.com /JAYBARESI, Jay Baresi, lifewave.com /JBaresi. Check out that website. We have opportunities for people to join as well. But again, I really like to focus on networking, but that's how I got into LifeWave, this wellness and fitness business. I met some people at a networking function, and they said, "Hey, you want to come to the X39 party?" And I was like, "X39 party?" And they were like, yeah, they're gonna be holding it at the hotel. And so I like to network in the hotels. The hotels are a lot of fun to network in. A lot of fun to network in, because you meet a lot of people you wouldn't normally see, or you wouldn't normally be able to meet these people, like getting out of your car, going into a restaurant like Panera Bread or Jason's Deli, or going into the mall, Lenox Mall or Perimeter Mall or Acres Mill Mall, or whatever, or some of the outlets that you may go to for shopping, which that's another thing I like to do. I like to shop. I don't shop as much now as I used to, but I may window shop a little more these days. But I used to go shopping sometimes once a week, twice a week. A few years ago, I used to shop because I wanted to get to know the area. So I would go to the malls like Lenox. I like Lenox Mall, Perimeter Mall. I've been to Let me see. I think I've been to Southside Mall. I've been to the West End Mall. But my favorite malls are Lenox and Perimeter. I would like to go to the Mall of Georgia too, but that's a little further out, so I have to plan for that. But I've been to Tanger Outlet. They were featuring when I went. They have different stores like Polo, also Lacoste. I like those brands, Polo and Lacoste. I do like those brands. I like Polo shoes. I like Lacoste jackets. I wear a variety of sportswear now. Um, I don't wear suits anymore. I used to wear the suit when I first got into education. I started off as an educator, and then I got into more into healthcare. I have a lot of certifications in healthcare field, but as an educator, and then I got into medical assistant. And I was always into wellness and fitness. I've been into wellness and fitness since I was a teenager in high school. It's funny how all of these things can come full circle. But the point that I'm making is that there's no substitution for networking. I got all these things networking. And now I'm networking on YouTube. And as I stated before, YouTube does help small content creators to get paid. YouTube also helps small content creators to get views, to express themselves, and to just, have a more well-rounded life. So that's why I decided to get on YouTube. I started my channel basically in 2022, but this is my first time uploading a video, and this is 2025. I believe this is January the 5th, Sunday, 2025. And so this is my first YouTube video that I'm, choosing to upload. And so I just kind of, wanted to get on YouTube. I always thought about it, but I wanted to get on YouTube and I wanted to, network. My whole thing is networking. Everything I do is about networking. People will ask me, well, what kind of work do you do? And I tell them networking, but to be more specific, I've been in healthcare more than 20 years, wellness and fitness, also the clinical side of healthcare. I worked in hospitals and clinics too, in New York, Detroit, and I'm affiliated here in Atlanta with some clinics. Sometimes I go to Emory. They have a brain clinic that I started networking in. I go ever so often. I don't like to always go to the same place too many times, all the time. So I'll pick and choose when I want to go to Emory. But I network with Emory quite a bit at the Goizueta Business School. I network with Georgia Tech at ATDC. That's in Midtown. There's a location in Midtown. But a lot of these organizations like Emory and Midtown, Emory and Georgia Tech, they have various locations all over the city. And so that's basically what I do. I network quite a bit. And so I just want to let you know that networking is the key. A lot of people sleep on networking. They think networking is just showing up somewhere, and talking about your job. Networking really has to do with you making connections with people, building relationships. It's not just about your job. You don't have to have a job to network. And what I mean by that is, let's say you wanted to volunteer somewhere to help the homeless. Well, you don't have to have a job to do that. You can just contact some organizations and they'll put you on. And so that's the point that I'm making, is that when you network, you may mention what you do for a living, but it should be more about what you're trying to do, what you want to do. If that's finding a job, if that's, just trying to start a business, or you have a business already started. Networking can be about basically building relationships. It does not have to always be about, well, I work over there and I make $9 an hour. And, that's where I've been working for the past 10 years. And then after you say that to people, you have no more to say. You can talk about what you want to do, what you like to do. Networking is also about conversation, keeping the conversation going. Anyway, I've kept the conversation going for quite some time here, so I'm going to wrap it up. But, this is my first video, and I just kind of wanted to get my name out and, let people know what my channel is about. Again, this is Jay, and my networking page or side or entity is Things to Do in Metro Atlanta. So this is Jay. My networking side is Things to Do in Metro Atlanta, and this is Story Time with Jay. And so I'm going to wrap it up. So until next time, take care.